we need to give you some startling information about the traditional head lice treatments. Let's shed some light on 3 terrible secrets the big lice treatment companies don't want you to know. And make sure you watch this entire video because secret number 3 is the most shocking thing of all. Secret number 1. Rid and Nix have more poisons in them than a can of Raid. It's shocking, but it's true. Take a look at the ingredients on a can of Raid. Here's a close-up. The active poison ingredients are amiprothyrin and cypermethrin. Those are both pyrethroids, which are similar to the poisons used in Rid and Nix. Notice how much of the poisons are in Raid. 0.1% each for a total of 0.2%. Barely any, but enough to kill bugs and deserve the warning, keep out of reach of children. Now let's look at Rid. Here's a close-up. Rid has 1/3 of 1% pyrethrin. That's more poison than Raid. Yet people are putting it on their children all the time. In fact, people are not following the directions, and they're overusing the poisons, exposing their children to far more danger from the poisons than even the manufacturers recommend. Now let's look at Nix. Here's a close-up. Nix has a full 1% permethrin. That's 5 times the amount of poison than a can of Raid. Would you spray your child's head with a can of Raid? Using Rid and Nix is even worse. Secret number 2. Doctors and scientists proved many years ago that the poisons in Rid and Nix are no longer effective against head lice. This fact has been making the news for the past year or so with all the stories about super lice. But even as far back as 1999, scientists knew that the traditional treatments for lice were becoming ineffective. In a study conducted by doctors and scientists with results published by the Journal of the American Medical Association Pediatrics, children infested with head lice from the United States and from Malaysia were treated with the traditional poisons. The strain of lice infesting the children in Malaysia had never been exposed to the poisons before. In those children, the treatments were successful. The children from the United States were infested with strains of lice that had been exposed to the traditional poisons for many decades. The poisons were ineffective on those children. The scientists concluded permethrin did not affect head lice sampled from chronically infested U.S. children, and head lice in the United States are less susceptible to permethrin than are those in Malaysia. This study was done in 1999. In the many years since then, the problem has only gotten worse. It's gotten so bad that mainstream media outlets frequently run stories about communities unable to win their battles with super lice. Secret number 3. According to reports from the National Pediculosis Association, which runs the website headlice.org, the poisons in the traditional head lice treatments have been linked to acute leukemia. And according to WebMD.com, a recent study concluded that use of insecticidal shampoos to treat head lice appeared to roughly double a child's risk of developing leukemia. This is unacceptable. Because of these shocking facts about the traditional poison-based head lice treatments, people need to stop using them. They don't work. Doctors and scientists have proven they don't work. The news is telling us they don't work, and they double the risk of developing leukemia. This is very important, and we need your help to get the word out. So what do we do? What can you do to help? What should parents use instead of the poisons? Well, we have a recommendation and a solution. There's a company in California that was started by a family that had retired from organic farming. 10 years ago, they developed an all-natural treatment protocol for head lice. Their system works, and it works well. It kills the head lice, and more importantly, it kills the eggs, the nits. Their products are completely non-toxic to humans. They can be used daily if needed. And because it kills the eggs, head lice can never become immune to their products. Please click the button below to learn more about the Lice Killer products.